What goes up must come down. That's what the owner of this cat in Woodland Hills is hoping for. Abby, the cat, climbed up a pine tree Tuesday morning, refusing to come down. The city sent out an animal rescue team this morning. It's getting too dark to attempt a rescue. They'll try again tomorrow if Abby doesn't climb down on her own.
Early in the morning.
Well, with the possible exception of water skiing squirrels, there is perhaps no more frivolous a news story than a cat up a tree. When the rescuer takes a tumble, as happened today, Suzanne Marquez is there to report it. Suzanne, the video actually looks a lot worse than what actually happened. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tony. I was here watching it all happen. I had to look away. I had tears in my eyes. I thought he was a goner. Now, let me set up the video before we get to it. And what happened is one rescuer climbed up a tree, couldn't reach the cat. So a second rescuer climbs up 65 feet into the sky, and they can't reach the cat, so they have a snare, which is a long pole with a loop. They reach it out, get it around the cat, but the cat starts to fight. He has to be brought down quickly. Now look at the video.
Bring me down, bring me down.
It's pretty crazy because he falls because he's trying to come down quickly, but there are branches in his way, and he knew there would be branches in his way. He didn't expect that he'd flip over and fall so quickly, but through all of this, he did not let go of the cat. He wanted to bring her down very quickly because of the way she was grabbed. He was worried she could break her neck, which she didn't. Her name is Abby. She's a year-old. She is safe inside the house. But what a moment it was for this team. They are the small animal rescue team for the city of LA. There are only 6 animal control officers with them to basically help all of Los Angeles for small animals who are in need, for squirrels, for cats, for dogs and deer, and there is one vet that works with them. So I have to applaud these guys. It was Officer Armando Navarrete. He heads the team, and he said, hey, at least they still have their 100% success rate. But I'm thinking, my goodness, he could have lost his life. But he is okay. He had his ropes and his anchors, and one of the fellow officers at the other end of that. And after all of this, I hate to use this pun, but it was a near catastrophe, Tony.
Well,
you know, this kind of story
Suzanne,
begs for it, don't you think?
Bob DeCastro brought up a good point, and I'm just curious, why couldn't they just bring in a cherry picker and just kind of, you know, raise it up and, you know, snag the cat and everything's over and done with?
You would think they would do that. Now, the fire department doesn't do these rescues. It's all up to them, and they don't have a lot of funding. I'm not sure about how much a cat or a dog would stay in place if they got really scared by a cherry picker, so I don't know about those technicalities, but I do know that they are severely underfunded. So they did tell me they have a Facebook and a MySpace, and they do take donations.
Well, maybe they'll get a lot more after this story. All right, Suzanne.